Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now April 5th of 2020, and ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, a lot of fans around the world have been very intrigued about the future of the Star Wars franchise by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, the one thing about Disney Star Wars is that as of right now, they have over 10 years worth of Star Wars projects currently in the works for Disney Plus specifically, that's really going to make up a majority of this new Star Wars universe. In case you guys did not know, this new Star Wars universe really is going to be far larger than the old one that we got from the 1990s into the early 2000s. Now, the thing about this is that creator George Lucas is actually said to have a large role in making key creative choices for the new Star Wars universe that's really going to introduce new eras of the franchise and just a brand new mythology in general. You know, we got the High Republic era, we got the Old Republic era coming back, we've got the post The Rise of Skywalker era, and as well as one that we've been introduced to already, which is a post-Return of the Jedi era. That is, of course, The Mandalorian Seasons 1 through 3. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Season 3 is actually coming along very well because they're already pretty much done with Season 2. They just gotta do more filming and do a bit more, pick-up shots for that, and of course, everything related to the delay in production. Hopefully it still arrives on time in October of this year. Now, with that being said, what's really intriguing all has to do with one of the projects that is actually set to be a sequel to The Rise of Skywalker in the form of a series, where now that both Disney and Lucasfilm are finished with The Rise of Skywalker, they are focused on their new Star Wars trilogy of films, as well as their new Star Wars universe. Now, currently, the new Disney CEO, Bob Chapek, has been making many adjustments over at Lucasfilm and creating a brighter future for the Star Wars brand entirely. It's explained that Bob Chapek is set to introduce a sequel series to The Rise of Skywalker that is currently in the works that they plan to release sometime in 2023 on Disney Plus that will tell new tales of Rey's new Jedi Order. It's explained that the new sequel series will bring a return of Ben Solo in a unique way for fans to enjoy, and that his return is said to be one of the most important pieces of the Star Wars franchise that will evolve the Force as we know it. Now, additionally, it's described that Lucasfilm has a plan in place in order to give Ben Solo a complete redesign for the planned sequel series of The Rise of Skywalker, and that they also plan to introduce a set of new Skywalkers that will be connected to the character of Rey to continue the bloodline further. Now, it's noted that the new sequel series is actually set to span through multiple years, showing Rey's struggles with developing a new Jedi Order, and that Anakin Skywalker is set to actually play a major role in this sequel series that will be voiced by actor Hayden Christensen. It's explained that the sequel series is set to also bring in the return of Luke Skywalker, where he will be temporarily brought back to life, where the animation style is actually said to have a more realistic design than Star Wars Rebels or the Clone Wars, and that it will have a more lifelike design that will make the series feel more connected to the live-action films. Now, Lucasfilm is looking at this series as a bridge between pure animation, like, of course, the Clone Wars or Star Wars Rebels, and live action, where facial scans will be used to model the characters' faces. So, what's really intriguing about this is that you can see what they're trying to do with the future of Star Wars on Disney Plus. Now, obviously, Bob Chapek, has talked about this before in the past, a couple of weeks ago, that they are very well focused on TV. That's their main priority as of right now. But apart from that, they're also focused on the new Star Wars films. We got the upcoming movie in 2022, which they're going to begin filming in early 2021, so getting excited for that. Pre-production is actually coming along very well. And not just that, what's really interesting is the fact that they are looking to bringing in a complete redesign of Ben Solo in, of course, this Rise of Skywalker sequel series. Now, what kind of redesign will Ben Solo get? That's the biggest question open on the table for discussion, right? I'm also very excited about the fact of how they're bringing back Anakin Skywalker into the mix for this planned sequel series to The Rise of Skywalker, where they actually want Hayden Christensen to actually voice the character, and that's the big plan that they have in place in order to really give Hayden the limelight that he deserves, because we didn't get to see him in The Rise of Skywalker, and that, I think, was a real missed opportunity. Now, the thing about this, though, one thing that a lot of fans seem to have a problem with is they are going to be introducing new Skywalkers. And the thing about new Skywalkers is that this is going to somewhat emulate the Legacy era, the Star Wars Legacy series of comics that were released, I would say, in the early 2000s, maybe the mid-2000s after that, where it went over, you know, like Cade Skywalker and Luke's Force Ghost and all these different things. Very interesting comic series, go ahead and look them up. They're obviously trying to emulate that through Rey, where somehow, some way, Rey is going to have a child or children continuing the Skywalker bloodline, and they're looking for ways to make Rey a literal Skywalker in a sense, as opposed to her just calling herself Rey Skywalker. That's another retcon coming our way. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.